Cynthia, there was a time in your life where you were at a fork in the road. And it had to do with the condition of your heart. You could have developed a very hard heart. You could have, and you would have had every right to. Every right. But there was something in you, and it was just God. You, at the time, you wouldn't have said it was God. But God got in there, kept your heart soft, kept your heart open to love. And you had every reason to be a hard heart, every reason to say, it's all on me, I'm going to take care of myself, I don't need anybody, and nobody's going to hurt me. You could have done that. But you didn't. And looking back, it was because God kept you from having a hard heart. God kept your heart soft toward people, kept your heart soft toward God, so that when he started loving you at a new level, you were right there. You just knew that you knew this is the real deal. This is a love that I can trust. This is a love that will heal me. This is a love that completely accepts me as is. It's a really big deal. And it's sort of like a touchstone in your life, that when you go through trials now, you go, yeah, but I remember when God kept my heart soft. God, I think he's already used you in this area, but he's going to use you more. There's a lot of ladies who, because of life, what they learn from the world, I mean, I think you even got some friends who are like that their heart's hard. It's just sort of starting to get hard. And they even try to convince you, how come you ain't so hard, right? That's going to be part of your mission field. You're a real salesman. Good golly, Miss Molly. You just know how to when someone says no, you're sitting there going, you really don't mean no, and even if you really mean no, you shouldn't mean no. So since you should say yes, I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to just come at another angle. You are just, I mean, you're not an animal, but you're like a bulldog. When you have the scent of someone, I'm going to love you till you break, that you can say whatever you want to say. I'm not going to fight with you. I'm going to love you. I'll even smile at you when you're saying nasty things. And it's not because you're scared anymore. It's because I'm going to love you. Anyway, there's a life message that God's going to start releasing in a greater way, not only toward like your peers, but I even believe there's some older women who've gotten used to being, self-sufficient, don't need anybody, right? But I also see God using you as like a preemptive attack for younger women. Women who are in the process of learning how to be hard. How to, in the process of saying, look, the only way I can be loved is if I do X, Y, and Z. And I just believe you're going to have an incredible ministry, not just by your testimony of where you've been, but by who you are now. There's some really, you're a calculated risk taker. There was a time when you were just a risk taker, but now you're a calculated risk taker. You go, okay, God, if this is it, I need to figure out how to do it. I believe God has given you an understanding of kingdom finances. Just an understanding of it, because you're very generous. I think God is going to give you some business opportunities where you can not just work for someone, but I just see you down the road where you're going to have your own deal, like your own business. It'll be something that's creative, it's new, it's fresh, and you know it meets a need. You're not greedy. You are so not greedy. You're not into bling or any of that. It's you like nice stuff, but it's not like you're not materialistic. And because of that, you're trustworthy. God's going to open up doors of finance, financial blessing, that will be not only blessings for you, but they will be doors that when you walk through them, you'll be able to bring a new expression of the kingdom of God into the business world, which is what you want to do. I think you just want to show, if if we do it God's way, we'll be able to bless people and we'll make some money. Just doing it right. Doing it right. So, other than that, you just have a boring life. There's this last thing. I think a long time ago, you're not that old, but for you, a long time ago, someone said, shh, don't you talk. Don't you tell people what you really think. Shh. It's like you had to learn it to get by. I believe God is going to start opening your mouth in new and creative ways. You won't have to open your mouth to be heard because you have a gift of communication. I'm not calling you anything other. You have a preaching gift, girl. There's something about when it's time to talk, things come out of you that even you go, did that really come out of me, right? God's going to start giving you some opportunities, not necessarily to preach, although you will have opportunities to do that. It'll be opportunities to communicate in clear, forceful ways, not only about the kingdom of God, but how the kingdom of God really meets people where the rubber meets the road. You're so practical. And you're going to find that your ability to communicate is going to flow. I just want to say something about, remember when Moses, the Pharaoh just sort of said, I'm going to kill you, and then he had to run away. And then Moses found out over time that God was renewing his call and that Pharaoh was dead. Okay? I want to say that to you. That some of the people and things and circumstances which told you to hush or to be afraid or learn to survive, they're still real in your soul, but Pharaoh's dead. The stuff that used to go after you, they can't go after you anymore. So you're going to be able to go back to certain things